Alan Lawrence. Encourage, equip, empower.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to yet another episode with yours truly, Alan Lawrence. As we've been telling you that we will strive by all means to ensure that we bring you inspirational content that will be able to encourage you, equip you and empower you in your endeavors. So today on set I'm joined by an amazing person who is going to introduce himself and tell us more about himself a little bit and a few nuggets of wisdom so that we can grow together. Kindly introduce yourself.
Yeah! That's how you do an interview.
Yeah, I almost ran away.
No, don't.
Yes.
Yeah, my name is TSUMA. Call me Captain, God's favorite host. I am a TV presenter.
Yes.
I'm a sports journalist.
Yes.
I'm a film. I'm into film because I can't say I'm a producer. I do a bit of directing. I do a bit of editing. So I'm into the film space. That's what gives me life. That's what makes me ticking or keeps me ticking always. So that's TSUMA in a nutshell.
Yeah. Interesting. Brian, you've been in the industry for quite some time.
Yes.
What keeps you going and what keeps you being relevant at what given time?
To be precisely, it's I think this is my 10th year in the media space.
Yes.
Fortunately, I've been in mainstream since day one. Sijawahi kuwa nje ya mainstream. So mainstream for the last 10 years, and what keeps me fresh? Let me start with that. I think the idea is research and research and research. You have to research your audience. You have to research. Always, you have to be on toes. What do people want? You have to reinvent yourself always, because you find that most people, especially in the media space, we tend to get comfortable. Especially when you get maybe a show, because I do several shows. So when you get a show that has been, because I've had a show on air for the last 5 years. So once you get something like this, there's that laxity that comes with it. So most of the time you need to reinvent yourself. You need to come up with new things. You need to know what does my audience want, because the audience keeps changing. There's that constant audience, but that constant, it diminishes over time. So you need to grow new content or new audiences every other time. So how do you do that? You have to be fresh. You have to be that guy. Yes.
So interesting. Then what advice do you have, especially for young upcoming guys who are venturing into the media space? Because we get into the media space with high expectations, because we have this fantasy, because brand is there, brand is doing well. I think by the time I'm just getting into the media space, I'll be there.
No, brand. Actually, if I tell you, it took me 10 years. It took me like 6 years to be known. You see. So as in, it's not something that you just get into it and you're known immediately. Luck can be on your side, and you might be known in your first year. But I can tell you it's a journey. To the young people, especially guys who are in campus, who are trying to pursue mass media and mass communication, film, my advice to them would be, there's one thing, a guy is in campus doing or pursuing their degree. They think that when I come out here, my first paycheck should read 6 figure. You see, we started with way less. I think my first paycheck was 7,000 Kenya shillings.
You can't be serious.
Yes, and I was qualified, you see. But the idea of qualifications, most campuses, most universities, they give you the theoretical part of it. So when an employer takes you in, he knows that. So what is he doing? He's imparting the practical bit of it. So according to the employer, he's giving you skills. And you see, even if you take me out of this space that I am in right now, you can never take whatever is in me. You see, that's what makes me. So what the employer does, he knows he's imparting something in you, that over a period of time, you'll come and stand here like TSUMA one day and say, you can never take out what is in me. You see?
Sure.
But the idea of getting into mass media shouldn't be, I'm getting into this so that I be on screens. You see, it's quite broad. I'm a presenter. You see, I do hosting and all that. But other than that, you'll find me behind a camera, you'll find me behind an edit suit.
Just flexible.
Yes. Why? Because the idea of going to school and studying, it's not for employment. That's where people go wrong. You shouldn't go there because of employment. Go there, get the required skills. Once you get the required skills, go out there, start busy. Unajua, kama unataka kuomoka, Trust me, hawezi omoka tu. In employment, hawezi. Employment is modern day slavery. So as in, ukiwa in that space, utakuwa unapewa paycheck enye by uliza so many other people who are in employment. Analipwa leo by jioni ama kesho ashalipa bills zote anado. You see? So how do you sustain that? How do you sustain yourself? How do you grow? You see, I'm a family man as well.
Yes,
so you find that you have to be on your toes to ensure that that family is fed, to ensure that that family is clothed, to ensure that that family is well kept. How do you do that? You can't do it strictly by just being on salary, you know.
As we try to get to the tail end of the show, Brian, you know, you didn't just wake up from nowhere, then you're on the screen. I believe at some point you did volunteer. You know, the reason as to I'm asking this, because many of us, in my generation especially, people are not willing to volunteer. People are like, by the time I'm getting out of campus, I just want to be paid instantly. Did you volunteer at some point?
Okay. I didn't really volunteer. I was blessed, so to say. And we have people who are blessed. And people are blessed in different ways.
Yes, exactly.
There are people who need to go through volunteership programs for them to get there. For me, when I say I'm blessed because I got employment, or I got to be employed even before I finished school.
Wow.
So I got into employment. I started out as an intern at Nation Media Group. Pursued it. But when you get in as an intern, you see, we came in several of us, but not all of us who are retained. Because there's that aspect as well. There's something you do for you to be retained. You have to be aggressive, you have to show these people that you know what you're doing, you want to learn, there's that spirit. When you're told jump, you ask how high. You see, that's the idea. Nyenyekea Mungu akutumikie kama unavyosema. You see, so ukishanyenyekea, all these other things come along. And I've been there. Now, the rest is history, as they say.
You get, what is the place of mentorship as far as media space is concerned? Because, especially, this generation, wase wataki kuwa mentor. And the thing is, when I come for mentorship from Brian, I'm not necessarily looking for mentorship. I'm looking for sponsorship and endorsement. And that is why most of the guys are not willing to mentor the rest of to mentor many people.
And also another problem is they want things quickly. If you get into mentorship, just believe it that it's going to take time. It's going to go over a period of time. Because one thing with mentors, some of them even don't realize they're mentors. You realize someone is your mentor until when you're there, you realize, by the way, this guy is the one who mentored me. But you see, the idea of mentorship, as you put it, has put young people in a box, so to say, whereby you see Brian here. The first thing you do, you hit my DM and tell me, hey bro, I want you to be my mentor. You see, it's a very hard thing to do, because you just don't ambush anybody and tell them you want to be a mentor. Most mentors are people they don't know that they're your mentors.
Exactly.
You just look up to them, you see what they do, Whenever you meet them, ask them questions. How did you get here? So how do I do this? But you're learning in the process. So at the end of the day, when you're asked who was your mentor, you'll mention the name and the guy will be like, what, for real? You see, that's all about mentorship. Kwa sababu hatuko kwa ile, you're not a monk, umeenda kwa temple, umeenda pale under gurus, shri, sijui nani, master nani. You see, that's the mentor people think. I'm a passive. It's beyond that.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, like now, this time, guys, kitambo ndio watu walikuwa wanaenda for mantles, siku hizi wanaenda selfies. You find a mentor in selfies just to prove a point. So guys, you've heard it from Brian, and let's keep growing and let's learn out of this. Tell us what you feel about the video and give us some feedback. What are your last words, and where can my viewers find you? I know you're big out there, but
no, I'm not big. I'm still coming out. Unajua hiyo ndio kile ambacho tunajaribu kusema, diminish kiburi, and I think that will be my parting shot. Kwamba nyenyekea Mungu akutumikie, diminish kiburi. It doesn't matter where you are. Trust me, that level which you are and you think it's too big, someone else is above you. So whenever you think yourself to be big, just know at the back of your mind, somebody else is bigger than you. Once you have this perception or you have this going in you, you'll always strive to lear and see, okay, what does the future have to hold? Because I've been here 10 years, but I still yearn for more. You see, there are people who have been in the industry longer than I have, and they are still going.
Yeah.
So when you see that, and you look at yourself, you look at the where you want to go, there's still a lot that needs to be done. Nipate pale kwenye Instagram TSUMA_brand, kwenye Twitter pia TSUMA_brand, Facebook is TSUMA brand. Get to follow, get to like, share. Mazeno ukinitumia DM, give me a paragraph, usiniambie hi, just ajibu. Unajua tuambiane kweli.
Yeah, sure.
Nipatie paragraph. Tell me why you are DMing me.
Yeah.
Kwa sababu sikujui. Unajua kuna mtu anaslide kwa DM, anakuongelesha ni kama tunajuana hi. So unataka nisemeje na hiyo hi? Unajua? So baze fanye hivyo au sio?
Yeah. Thank you so much. You heard from Brand. Till next time, let's meet on the next video. Bye bye. Ciao.